Hi guys, welcome to Makeup's first tutorial in the series called Character Creations. Now you can see my Character Creations album either on my website www.may-cup.com or on my Facebook site. Just search Makeup in the search bar. So the first one I did in this series is Helen of Troy, and this is the makeup I'm going to teach you today. This is probably the most requested makeup I get, particularly at weddings. I think brides all want to look like Helen of Troy these days. So it's a really bronze look, really glowing, a lot of golds, really lovely for summer, or, I mean, it's obviously winter here, hence my scarf, but a lovely look. So here we go. Okay, so I've already moisturized, and I'm going to start with my foundation because it's quite thick and I want to give it some time to settle into my skin while I do the eyes and the lips and so forth. So I'm actually going to be using a heavier foundation than I've used in previous videos. This is a Karaja Skin Velvet and it's called Lifting Radiant Makeup. So it's going to give us that really lovely glow. This is a number 3, but I'm actually going to mix it with Karaja Colorvital. This is stunning. You can use a tiny bit for like an eyeshadow or as a highlighter on like the top of your cheekbones, and it's a liquid, and you can see, maybe you can't see it very well in that video, but it's a shiny liquid. It's kind of like a bronze color. It just goes on so beautifully. Oh, maybe you can't see that, but it's just really glowing and gives a lovely effect. So I'm going to mix those two together. You can mix them in a palette if you like, or you can just get your foundation brush and kind of mix them on the back of your hand or on the brush itself. So I'm going to mix those two together and start popping on my foundation all over. Alright, so I've mixed those two, and it is quite, well, it might feel a little bit heavy, but it really sinks into your skin. See that coverage it's giving? You really barely need any. It's quite extraordinary stuff, and it feels really full of moisture. It's gorgeous. Now my friend Amanda, who modelled for me for Helen of Troy, has a naturally much more tanned skin than I do, but so this foundation, especially mixed with the Colorvital, is a little bit dark for me, but it still goes with my skin, and I'm going to show you kind of how to bronze the neck and chest area so it matches in anyway. So just making sure that's really buffed into the skin all the way around. And instead of powdering it straight away or even going into the concealer, I'm going to let that soak into my skin while I work on the eyes. So here is my diamond palette from Karaja, and I'm going to be using this bronze one, number 4. It's got 3 beautiful colours in there. Starting with that really golden colour here on the edge, I'm going to take a good deal of that on my nice eyeshadow brush and really press that into the eyelid. It's a really intense pigment. It's just gorgeous. Okay, next I'm going to take my rounded socket brush, and with the darkest colour in the palette, that really dark one, here, I'm going to run that through the socket. I'm also going to take a bit of that and run that underneath my eye. So it's all the way around like that. And just keep beautifully blending that. Next I'm going to take this gorgeous Karaja Glitter Chic Eye Pencil number 1 in a really gold, and I'm going to run that into the waterline all the way along. And I'm also going to take it and draw into the inner corner of my eye. Gives a real sparkle, it's just beautiful. So, just did my other eye. Now, I'm not going to use a liquid eyeliner as such, but I do want to kind of define the eyes a little more, make them a bit more sexy. So this is my latest favourite product, and I got it from a goodie bag that I won at the cinema. It's a Hydra gel liner in Caviar Black by Mirenesse. And what it is, it's a pen, it's like a texter. And instead of giving a thick liquid look, you can really have great control over it. You can get a really fine line, and I just think it's gorgeous. And if you are uncomfortable with liquid eyeliner but you want that look, I recommend looking for a pen. I know Karaja does one, but I just had never tried it before, so didn't go and purchase it. So I'm going to run that just close to the lash line, just all the way over the top. Doesn't really need much of a flick. Right in there. But that is just so easy to do, and it's just going to make those eyes a little bit more sexy and a little bit more stand out. Alright, so the next bit is really fun. I just love, love, love these shimmer products. This is my Karaja Shimmering Eyeshadow, and this one is in gold. It's so fine, so you have to be so careful when you use it. The Karaja does them in a ton of colours. Right now I only have gold and pink, but that covers mostly everything I need. So to get a lovely intense look, I'm taking a small eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to dip that in a little bit of water, just so it's covered like a paintbrush. And then I'm going to dip that into my pot. Should be covered in this really fine, don't need too much. This really fine powder, and I just want to press that over the eye makeup just to give it that extra shimmer and be so gorgeous. Press that all the way along. I'm gonna pop a little bit under my brows and on the top of my lip here and down my nose. Now I think this look needs quite a defined eyebrow, so out of my Colour Emotion palette wheel, I'm going to go with the dark brown eyeshadow here with an angled brush and really work on those brows. I'm also going to get my eyebrow pencil number 2 for blondes, and just to make that look a little bit more natural, do some short lines. Alright, so now I need to pop some mascara, so I've got some Lash Lift Express from Karaja in black. I'll do my bottom lashes first. on my top. Really load that on. If you'd like to keep with those more bronzed colours, then feel free to use like a chocolate brown liquid eyeliner on the top and a brown mascara. That would look lovely too, which might have been in fact what I used on Amanda because her lashes and brows are more fair than mine, even though her skin is darker. Okay, so now I need to go back and work with the skin. I am going to conceal under my eyes, wherever my concealer is. Just have to find it, I'll be back. Now for those, I found it. For the bags under my eyes, I'm going to use a fluid Camouflage from Karaja, extra long wear. I'll pop that on a little bit under there. Just with my concealer brush there, I'm going to blend that in. Now in order to set that foundation and concealer in place, I'm going to get my Unicake palette and I'm going to use number 1, which is a little bit darker than what I usually use, but keeps the bronze look of this here. Now I don't want to make it too matte, so I'm just going to put a bit on the nose, chin, across the forehead really. No, I don't want to take away from that lovely glow we added with the Colorvital. So that's all I need for the powder. Now, for the cheeks, I have this absolutely gorgeous gold and bronze palette from Karaja. I mean, look, anyone who likes bronzing up would just go nuts over that. It's gorgeous. But look at this one over here. Stunning. So I'm going to take a little bit of this colour over here, which is number 20 in gold. Take a little bit on my blush brush and I'm going to work that through the back of the cheeks. Now you could leave the bronzing there if you like, but I like a little bit of pink blush in the apples of the cheeks. So this one in the palette is called Gold 40 because it's got gold flecks all through it. So I'm going to take a tiny little swipe of that and just press that into the apples of my cheeks. Lovely little flecks of gold through that, it's just adorable. To match the whole thing a little more to my pale chest, I'm going to take probably this gold, a little darker to what I did my face in, the gold in number 9, and I might even mix that with gold in number 2, this one over here with my fat foundation brush, and that's going to go over my neck, and onto my chest. Use it liberally. Now you might not see this very well on the camera, but the thing is once it gets the flash of a camera onto it, you just look, you just got the most lovely glow. You can see it a little there. It's stunning. So I have to consider my lips now. I've got a Karaja Perfect Lip Liner in number 13, which is quite bronze in itself. I'm going to line my lips with that. To increase the staying power, actually, I think I'll fill in the whole lip. Now I'm going to go over that lip liner in my Rouge Cream 88 lipstick, which has got, it's a bronzy colour in itself, so using my lip brush, just go over all of that. And on top of that, I'm going to run over it with, I'm not going to run over it with my car, with my Hypnotic Pure Gold lip gloss from Karaja. This is stunning. It gives such a beautiful shimmer, and it smells like chocolate. It's amazing. It's tempting to just lick it all off. You know, for you, or the postman, or the electrician, whatever. Lick away. Such a lovely shimmer. And to finish the whole thing off, I have my MAC Soft and Gentle Mineralize Skinfinish powder in a gold. This is a highlighter. I've got another angled brush, same as my blush brush, but it's a little bit smaller. You can just use your blush brush if you're running out of brushes. I mean, if you're not a makeup artist, like, who owns this many brushes? So I'm just going to take a little bit and pop it on the tops of my cheeks, down the centre of my nose. I know we ran over that with the shimmer powder before, but I don't think it really showed up. It did show up here. That was nice. Up into my temples and a little bit under the brows. So there you have your Helen of Troy look. Here's a man and I in our lovely golden glowing Grecian Helen of Troy. Thank you so much for watching. Watch out for the next one. I'll be doing Cleopatra. Bye!